Everyone, this is Anand, and today I am back with one more presentation. And recently I have come across Windows. It's a black screen issue in Windows 10. While installing this antivirus, I have come across this issue. So I have browsed a few videos in YouTube and also checked some of the documents in the Google to understand what exactly this is black screen issue and how can I resolve it. When I gone through it, the documents and all the other stuff, I have understand like so many of the users, Windows 10 users are facing this issue. So I would like to take a few minutes to create this video and to create some awareness about the users who are facing this issue, and they can quickly resolve it by following the steps that I am explaining you in this video. Okay, there are a few troubleshooting options provided by the Windows platform to fix this black screen issue. And what are we waiting for? Let's quickly jump in. Guys, so in my personal laptop, when I install this antivirus, of course for the security reasons, I install this antivirus to keep up to date. So once I installed it, suddenly I come across this black screen, and only with pointer, there is no taskbar or there is nothing over in the footer. So even I can't open the task manager option. So I thought of, okay, something is wrong and I messed up with my laptop and due to this antivirus or something else. So I thought of resolving this issue. And while resolving it, the main issue, I will give you the background of this error once again. When you log in when you enter your password and log in into the screen, then this issue is occurring. It means Windows is not loading or booting up. So till certain point of time, Windows is working very fine, and it is give you some information like enter your credentials to log in into the screen. So once you enter your username and password, it is immediately behaving like awkward. So it's behaving like it's appearing displaying a black screen and then with a pointer. So how can we fix this issue? That is the main agenda of this topic. Okay, so I will explain you by taking you to the troubleshoot options that Windows has been provided. So the very first step that I have done when I come across this black screen issue, I just press Ctrl Alt Delete to enter into the task manager option. So after seeing this screen, in the task manager option is available, right? So I just want to click on it, but the thing is, when I press Ctrl Alt Delete, this option or this screen is not popped up or not bring up. So I don't know, there is no clue like what is happening in my laptop, why it is not showing up this screen. So in order to reset or restart my laptop, what I have done, I have used this power button, okay, to restart the laptop. And when I there is a shortcut. When you press 3 times this power button on and off, on and off, on and off, you will get into directly this troubleshooting panel, or otherwise there is also a shortcut. Okay, I will explain you what is that shortcut. Okay, just give me a moment. So I came back to my screen. Now I will press the Ctrl Alt Delete to lock my screen. Okay, I locked the screen. Now it is asking for the password. When I press enter here, see, it is asking for password. Till this time it will not give you any black screen, that is for sure. And once you enter the password and then you press the enter, then definitely it will give you the black screen option if the Windows got corrupted or something has harmed your computer. So the option to restart your computer is, or to take you to the troubleshooting panel is, you can see here, right, the power option. You just click here. So here 3 buttons will come: restart, shutdown and sleep. So before clicking on restart button, guys, I am telling you, you just hold on this shift button. You can see here the shift button, right? You just hold this shift button and then you click the power button, restart button, so that what it will do, it will take you to the troubleshoot option. Okay, now that is what I am doing. I am just holding the shift button and then clicking on restart button. You can also do in another way. Yeah, restart in any way. So it is actually restarting your laptop. You can also do it in another way. I told you, right? You can just do the 3 times power on and off button, so it will diagnose your PC and it automatically take you to the troubleshoot panel. Okay, so see, I am just still holding the shift button until you can see this option. Now I am releasing the shift button, and here you got the options, right? Continue, troubleshoot, and turn off your PC. So if you continue it, then we will go back to the normal Windows 10, means it will go into the regular flow. So that is the reason I will go with the troubleshoot option. Sorry, unfortunately I clicked the first one, it seems. So yeah, taking small break. So here we got option, right? Continue, troubleshoot, and turn off your PC. Now I will click on this troubleshoot option, okay, to enter inside. So if you troubleshoot, if you select the troubleshoot, here we have again two options. One is reset this PC and another one is advanced options. If you select the reset this PC, it will remove your personal files as it is mentioned over here. It will reinstall and then reinstall the Windows again, and that is happen only if you have a proper internet connection or network connection. So I don't want to go with this option. I will go here advanced options, and this is the panel that I am talking about. In advanced options panel we have 6 options, okay? Startup repair, startup settings, command prompt, uninstall updates, system restore, system image recovery. Okay, so the very first option what I have chosen is that is startup repair, because initially when I click on the caps lock button, even this LED switch is not get on. So when after done with the startup repair, that LED option getting on, and I can see the difference. Okay, at least caps lock is working fine. So that is why I want to go with this first option, startup repair. When you click this option, it will ask or it will prompt for your logins, your user ID and password, and once you enter your user ID and password, it will boot up again, or it will fix any issues. It will fix the issue, or it will give you the analysis why it is giving the black screen, or yeah, at least it will give you some more information. Okay, so once when you click on that startup repair option, it will take you to this screen. Choose an account to continue. Here this is my username, so I have selected my username, and then it is asking for the password, so I am just providing the password and I press the enter. Okay, so it is taking time. You see, it is below here, it is showing the option, right? I am diagnosing your PC. So it will diagnose your PC and it will give you the information where exactly it went wrong and how to fix that issue. This is the first option that I would recommend. I am just pausing my video just to just to quickly take you to the other screen and show you what's exactly happening. Yeah, so after the things got processed, you can see the screen here. This is the output that I am getting after my PC got diagnosed. See, it is saying startup repair could not repair your PC. So either press with advanced options to try other options, or you just shut down your PC. So I will go with the other options, because as this option is not helping me to recover or to resolve this issue. So I will go with the advanced options. And again, I click on the troubleshoot. Okay, and advanced options. So here the second one is uninstall the updates. So what is this option tells about? If you have recently installed anything in recently installed quality or feature options from Windows, it will uninstall it. So that might be some recent upgrade or some recent patch is getting you, or is giving you this kind of error. So that is why sometimes this will also work. And the third option is system restore. Okay, system restore means it will take you, if you have some safe restore points in your system, then it will help you to restore your laptop into that version, or it is like a safe version. Suppose you have a restore point that is very safe, and that time it is in your voice is in very healthy condition, and now due to this bug you are facing this issue. So you will find out that restore point now, and you can go back to that previous version. The only problem is from that version to this version, only the delta changes will be disappear. Delta changes means if you have installed any new software or installed any games or some kind of thing, those will be gone. Like any videos that you have saved it or images, something like that, it will be gone. So that is the only drawback. And if you have the restore point, then only you can take your PC to that point, otherwise you cannot use the system restore. And system image recovery, this is of course not useful, or I don't have much knowledge about this one. And yeah, using command prompt, using command prompt also I tried with giving multiple commands like net sh windows socket reset. So I'm trying to reset the windows socket, but still once that is done or happened successfully, still the issue is retained. So the ultimate thing is startup settings. This is the best option, and I would always recommend after going with startup repair and uninstall updates, this is the best option. Of course you don't have the system restore. If system restore point is there, then you just go back to your previous version, which is very safe and healthy. Then you can start working on your laptop like as it is in the normal condition. So now I am taking you to the startup settings panel. So here it will ask you the multiple things. It will show you restart to change Windows options such as blah blah blah, some kind of things are there, right? So here what is the option here providing? Enable safe mode, enable boot logging, enable debugging mode. So all these options are given by startup settings. So I am clicking on I click on restart button. So when you click on this button, again it will show you some options. Yeah, this startup settings. So here we have to choose one of the number, enable debugging, enable boot logging, all these things. So our target is to go into this enable safe mode or enable safe mode with networking. I choose enable safe mode. So in order to do that, see here it is saying use number keys or function keys F1 to F9. So to enable the safe mode, I am pressing F4 directly on my keyboard. So this is the major thing, friend. So safe mode, going into safe mode will help you to identify or to debug the actual root cause of the issue. Okay, so this startup repair is really startup settings, this helped me a lot. Okay, I am again pausing this video to save the time. Yeah, once you enable the safe mode, again it will ask or it will prompt for your logins. So here I am I am entering the password and then click on the enter button. Okay, now I enter into the safe mode. So in the safe mode, see we got the option like the taskbar is again back. So I will go back to my task manager to see what exactly is happening in the background. Okay, so I open the task manager. So in this task manager option, the processes, performance, app history, leave all these things aside. If you leave these things behind, see if you here the startup tab is there. This is very important tab, and if you observe or if you notice here, here you can see status as enabled. So lot of things are enabled. It means when you start up the thing or when you start up the application or Windows OS, all these things by default it got enabled and it will be loaded in the backend. So there might be some issue that that is preventing you to log in properly or to use your laptop properly. So my recommendation is select the item and then disable it, disable all the line items, disable all the items over here, whatever it is getting started up at the beginning when your OS is getting loaded or when you enter into the your normal mode. So just disable all the things, like here the Skype is got disabled, right? So in the same way disable all the things and then close it and then restart. After you have done it, close it and then restart your laptop. So here just understand a small thing. In my case what has happened, again I am showing you, this is the antivirus that I have installed, K7 Total Security. Due to a small misunderstanding, we haven't purchased anything like multiple licenses. So I already used once in another device, I inserted in my laptop and I just clicked on the allow or install the option. So unfortunately something has happened, and it is giving this black screen. So what I have done, as I mentioned earlier, I disabled all the things in the startup and I restarted it, and again I entered into the safe mode to notice what is again enabled and what is preventing my system, okay, to work properly. So during that time I noticed that one task like K7 user agent, that is actually harming my computer, that is preventing my computer to enable normally or to work normally in my laptop. So I particularly, so after I noticed it, I selected it and then I uninstalled it in the by going into control panel, and then I uninstalled it, K7 user agent. I will show you the screenshot I have taken during my debugging process. So that is the reason I am telling you guys, this startup um, this startup activity or this startup thing is there, right? So this option is very helpful to identify your exact issue. I hope most of the guys are also facing the same kind of issue. So that is why go to your task manager and click on startup and disable all these things, and then close it and again restart or again come into the safe mode, and then observe it which option is again enabled frequently or without your intervention, or without your without your input. So that is the culprit, guys. So if you uninstall it, then your system works perfectly fine. If still there is an issue, then there are two other options we need to check. One is by going into the command prompt, there is an option called regedit, okay, registry editor. So I am also explaining these two things. So here there is a path, okay, this is the Windows logon. So there is a path, I will again reopen it, okay, don't worry. So here the shell should contains the explorer.exe. so if you go to, after going to the registry editor, here is the hkey local machine folder, you just expand it, and then there is a software folder, again expand it, and if you go down there is a Microsoft folder, expand that folder, and go inside, there is a Windows NT folder will be there. So scroll till you reach that Windows NT. So this is the Windows NT, and expand the current version folder here. So after that the main folder is Windows logon. If you double click on the Windows logon, it will tell you, it will give you this whole information. And here the main thing is here you will have the shell details, okay. This shell value should be explorer.exe. This could be one of the reason for some of the people, not in my case, because in my case it is perfectly fine, explorer.exe. So this could be one of the reason. And other thing is maybe your visual adapter will be broken. So how to identify whether your visual adapter is working fine or not? Go to Windows run command prompt, and then give msconfig msconfig, or the option is like okay, let's see, not msconfig, what is that option? It's not msconfig, it is a device manager. You just go to device manager in your control panel. Yeah, there is an option also in device manager to check whether your visual adapters, all these things are perfectly fine. I will show you in the normal mode once I am back to my normal mode. So I am exiting from the safe mode by just restarting my system, okay. So I hope it's clear, guys. The only thing is you just need to differentiate or see the difference between the startup things. Once you disable the startup things, again you come back to the safe mode and just see what are the things, what is the task that is enabled again. So that is the culprit. So you just uninstall it, go to your control panel and uninstall it. I hope it will definitely resolve your issue. Now I am going back to the normal mode. I am restarting again to go back to normal mode. I restarted my laptop. Now I'm again providing the password to enter into the screen. So here, yeah, I am back, guys. So one thing I would like to highlight here, I will go to my download section. I have taken some screenshots about the root cause of the issue when I was facing this same kind of black screen issue. Okay, guys, so if you observe this screenshot, this is what is present in my startup things. So the extra thing that is added is K7 user agent. So uh, after seeing this point, I noticed that okay, so due to this reason my screen is behaving very weird. So I uninstall the K7 antivirus from my laptop, and then it is working perfectly fine. So it is back to normal. So the only thing I didn't understand is why antivirus became a virus or it's a malware. So I googled about this K7 user agent, and they said it's not recommended because it's a Windows OS. It's of course it is safe even if you no don't install antivirus as well. And even there are certain other options as well. Like if we have already have one antivirus in our laptop, it's not recommended to install another laptop. Sometimes it behave very weird. So as I already have AVJ antivirus already installed in my laptop, so I think might be K7. After installing K7, some changes has been happened and something got broken and it is behaving weird. So always remember, friends, don't install another antivirus in your laptop if you already have one. So that is the first thing. And yeah, this is the best troubleshooting option that I have identified to fix your black screen issue that majorly people are facing in Windows 10. Whatever could be the reason, you could definitely get the solution by using these troubleshoot options. And if you are still having the issue in your laptop, just ping me in the comment section. Once I upload this video, definitely I will get back to you in helping you. Okay, thank you, friends. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel and share it if you really find it's useful and informative. Thank you so much.